Welcome everybody, it is Market Monday, May 24th. Today we're going to be talking about Newport Beach. I hope you've got your sunscreen on like I do. Also, my wrist is injured. This is not a fashion statement, it is medical. Like I mentioned last time, if you want a report sent directly to you so that you can review this at your own time and at your own pace, leave a comment down below. You can also DM me or text, call, email, whatever you need, get in touch, and I can send one directly to you for the market that you're actually in. With all that being said, let's jump right into it. What is going on with the market of Newport Beach up until April 2021? Now, just like last time, this is going to be the full market report for you to look at, but I'm only going to highlight the numbers that I think most people should focus on. Now let's start by talking about the new listings and the sold listings. These two are gigantic jumps from last April. As you can see, new listings are up over 100%, whereas sold listings are up over 300%. Now, just like last time, this is comparing to April 2020, which if we remember back then, that is the start of the pandemic and quarantine. So a lot of the transactions and new listings went down very sharply during that month. Comparing it to now, it is insane to see these giant jumps, but it's worth keeping that context so we're not thinking that this is double or triple a normal market. New listings year to date are up almost 60%, which is great to see in a market that needed more inventory. Now this graph right here is really interesting to look at. It's a great way to compare year by year what's happening with sold properties and new properties. In particular though, I wanted to focus on the sold volume and the sold properties for 2021 as compared to 2020. As you can see, up until April 2021, only 4 months of the year, we are already at halfway of the entire production of 2020 for Newport Beach. Now, since these numbers are only accounting for 1/3 of the year, if we did some basic math just to get a general idea of what this year could turn into and multiplied all these numbers by 3, you can see that we would be significantly higher than 2020's production. Theoretically, by the end of this year, we could be up almost 300 more sold properties in 2021 than 2020 and up almost $1.3 billion more sold volume in this year. So as you can tell, the market in Newport Beach is absolutely flying right now. Now let's talk about the average sales price. As you can see, compared to last April, we've gone up over 56% in 1 year. So what does that mean? If you owned an average property and instead of selling it last year, you sold it this year, you would have made $1.2 million on average just for waiting and selling now. Now that is a very easy way to make $1 million if you already own a $2 million property. Now let's talk about that list to sales price ratio. As you guys remember, if that number is over 100%, that means that homes are selling for more than they were originally listed at. If it's under 100%, that means they're selling for less. As you can see, compared to last April, we're at right around 1.4% of an increase, and then year over year, we're up almost 2%. That means homes are selling closer and closer to their listing price on average. Now, like we did last time, what does this mean for buyers and sellers? Buyers, story hasn't changed. People are willing to spend a lot of money on these properties and get very close, if not over, the listing price. So you need to be able to put your best foot forward. Again, that all starts with a lender. In a market like this, you need to move quickly. So knowing just how much you can afford is really important. You might find that you can afford more than you originally thought or less. Whatever it is, it's better to stick with the true numbers than to just start looking on Zillow or Redfin on your own. If you want help from a lender, get in touch with me and I'll link you up with Cynthia.Kramer. Again, she works in my office, so it's a very efficient process. Now, Newport Beach sellers, as you could tell from the average sales price, prices have shot up significantly. So if there's any portion of you that is thinking, maybe I should sell my house, you might as well cash in on this incredible market. All right, everybody, that has been the Market Monday for May 24th, Newport Beach. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can comment down below, DM, text, call, email, whatever you need. Get in touch with me. I'm happy to help. Next week, get ready to get off that plane at John Wayne because we're headed to Irvine.